I've been thinking about things. I made a video before talking about it's okay to quit. Because you get to a certain point when you realize it's just not cut out for me, or this isn't working. Think of like maybe like a college player that is, college football player, gets invited to training camp as a sign-on and gets cut. And tries to get on another team and nobody's calling. There's rare cases of extreme perseverance. Like Kurt Warner, the Kurt Warner story, if you look that up. But for the most part, you come to a realization, you're just like, I've probably gone farther than I can go on this. And at some point, you just come to the point of like, I'm wasting my time. I have to pivot to something else. It's not doing nothing for me. I don't have the skills. I don't have the talent for a team to actually sign me, to make a roster. And at that point, a lot of people who the whole identity has been football their whole life. Like, these people have worked really, really hard, and most people don't even get to the level of even, going to a training camp. Just even that. Sniffing a training camp. Or even sniffing being a walk-on, like the Rudy story. Being a walk-on of a college and being a football player. Most people, they don't have that experience. Of a D1 school anyway. I'm not saying like a D2 or D3, but like a D1 school. Even one of the bad schools that always gets whooped. Cupcake schools. And it's just like you come to the point where they're like, I've given it my all. I've done what I can do. I've tried this, I've tried that. Maybe they got cut and then they went to a couple different training camps. And they just come to the realization that they don't have the talent, and their work ethic it's not aligning. Like, it's not producing like it should. They just don't have the talent. If you work hard as you can, it doesn't mean you're gonna compete on a high level. Just don't have the talent. Maybe somebody that's got an IQ of 70, IQ of 75. Like, they're not going to compete on a high chess level. You know what I mean? Like, competing against really intelligent chess players. No matter how hard they try, they're just not smart. They don't have the tools. And that's how I feel where I'm at with this whole social media thing. Yes, part of it was to be a prominent figure. To get a lot of it, I started just to get my word out. But it's just like making all these videos, and it's cool that a couple of people like my videos and they watch my videos. I mean, I think I have enough. What am I going to talk about? Like, I don't know, complain about the same thing over and over again. You know, I feel like I've already said everything I need to say. There's nothing I really need to say that's left. So I feel like I'm getting to that point where I just need to stop making videos, stop really like using social media, just kind of just like retreating from it. That's how it's, you know, every single social media platform, they don't like me. They don't want me in the algorithm. Even if I start doing good, I get held back. So I'm just too radical, I guess. I don't know. So I feel like just quitting, honestly. I feel like just quitting. I feel like I'm just wasting my time. I see other people on YouTube, and you know, they're not any more charismatic than me or even smarter than me, and they're blowing up. And it is frustrating to see that. You know, it's frustrating to see that I've been doing this shit for like 10 years and I'm nowhere. I'm about the same place I was 8 years ago. Even though I have the subscribers more than like the average person or whatever, it's just like there's no point to this. I'm tired of worrying about money. I'm about fed up with it. I am tired of like going to work. I'm tired of having to drive. I like the job I have to pay it pays the bills, barely pays the bills, and I'm grateful for that in this economy, this fucking shit ass economy. But I just feel like if I'm working this hard, driving fucking 2 hours, driving an hour there and an hour back, working 12 hours, working 84 hours every 2 weeks, and it just covers my bills, then just give me universal base income, man. Because like I don't want to work this hard for nothing. That's what I feel like. I feel like I'm working hard for nothing. Just the same way as the YouTube. My music, I put in a lot of work in my music. I put a lot of work in my YouTube. Putting out content. Lots of content. I even try to like switch it up and make like shorts and like little funny skits or whatever. Which, you know, they're mostly cringe or whatever. But some of them people were laughing at. Maybe they're just laughing at me because that's how it is. I try to switch it up. Nothing I do to switch it up makes things better. I've tried this whole like not giving a shit if I'm a prominent figure. It doesn't fucking matter. Like when I go on Twitter and I'm just sitting here like, what am I arguing with this person for? Who really gives a shit? Like, they're not gonna change their mind. I might change my mind because I get, maybe they say something that I'm like, wow, that's crazy. I didn't even think of it like that, or I didn't have correct information. Then I'll go research it and be like, hey, okay, maybe I was wrong. It feels like everything now is intentionally like confusing. Like we're meant to be confused. Try to make us like disorientated. That's how it feels nowadays. And yeah, like I want to be a prominent figure. Yeah, I would like to be invited to go on people's podcasts. Yeah, but you know, that would be cool. It would be cool if people listen to my music or some of my creations. It would be cool to see some of my ideas come to fruition. I feel limited, and I'm just tired of it, and I just feel like what am I gonna do? Like, what's gonna be in like 5 years? I'm just gonna be doing the same shit. In 5 years, I'm gonna make 5 years of fucking a bunch of content for the next 5 years, and I'm at the same place I'm at right now. I'm tired. I'm tired of things not changing for the better, honestly. I'm tired of it feeling like it's getting worse out here, but it's like it's slowed down. But I want it to get better, man. Why can't it get better? Why can't things flip around and just start getting better for us financially and socially? No, I just see it getting worse, and it's cool to see that like guys are talking about it on the internet. How horrible women are nowadays. That's cool. That's cool that they're saying stuff that I've already said like a few years ago. But that's cool, man. They get theirs. I'm never getting mine. That's what I'm just tired of fucking money. Seriously. I'm tired of having to do shit that I don't want to do for fucking money. If I got, like I said, so me going to work, doing this, what I'm doing now, if I was to have a more secure future, that would be one thing, but I don't. I'm not getting a more secure future. I'm just having a secure month next month. That's all. All I'm doing right now is making sure I have a secure month next month. That's it. And I should feel better. I should feel like when I go to the store, when I go grocery shopping, I shouldn't have to look at the prices or give a shit about the prices. I fucking work hard, man. And I see these people that don't do shit, they're fucking rich, man. It's just fucking annoying. It really is. It's fucking annoying. You see like these celebrities that have so much money. You see these people, like these YouTubers that have so much fucking money. These e-girls get so much money. These sports stars, half of them don't even want to play anymore, and they get all this money. And it's so weird to me that I hear like, oh, the ratings are down in the NBA, yet these people are still making, like, their salaries still go up every year. And I understand it comes with the contracts and everything like that, but I keep on hearing like, oh, the mainstream media is going away, everyone's listening to podcasts. Well, it's still out there. I see like little changes. No, I want to see like drastic changes for the better. I'm so sick of like, here's a scrap of this. I want a big nice T-bone to munch on instead of like a little piece of scrap I found in the trash can just to survive. That's how it feels. Here's a little bit, like one day I'll feel good about my future and then the next day I'm demoralized again. It's just a constant fucking yo-yo thing. It's like constant, like I'm being, it doesn't matter what I do, my surroundings, it doesn't matter, people around me, I'm constantly put in a low vibration. It's hard enough for me to not put myself in a low vibration, not be negative, considering all the. Listen, man. People have had it a lot worse. I look at something like the worst executions that people have went through on TikTok and shit like that. That shows up on my algorithm. Pretty interesting. You know, like the barrel, people strap people in a barrel, put them in a river with a bunch of honey on them, and, you know, they don't die for like 18 days or something like that. And they're just getting eaten alive. Like that. Yes, people have had it way worse than I have. But it doesn't mean that I haven't gone through some shit. And then I'm just tired of it. That I'm almost to the point where it's like, if I was diagnosed with a terminal case of cancer, I'd be fucking happy about it. I used to be afraid of it. In fact, I got burnt really bad 2 weeks ago. And on one of my tattoos, which I wish I never would have gotten, but it is what it is, there's like this little bump that it's going away now, but there was this little bump on this tattoo I had. This is a homemade tattoo. My ex-wife did it for me. And it didn't look right. It didn't look like a little bump. I was like, is that skin cancer? And I'm thinking to myself, if I don't get this treated, is it suicide if it kills me? If I just don't say nothing to anybody, is that wrong? Because I don't want to be here no more. I don't feel hopeful. I'm tired of, like, I understand it. It doesn't matter how good your life goes. You have ups and downs. You're not always fucking happy all the time. But I'm tired of I'm tired of struggling. I'm fed up with it, man. Is it really suicide? Yes, I said the word suicide. I wonder if I'm gonna get banned from this. I asked Rock the other day, is it suicide if I can get treated and I choose not to? Because I was thinking to myself, I don't have health insurance right now. All the money I make goes to all my bills, so I'm barely making it every month. I can't afford health insurance. And if I did, it doesn't pay for shit. I still got to pay for the doctors. Like, they don't pay for nothing. That's why I'm like, why have it? Is it real? Is it suicide if I can get treated but I choose not to? Maybe because of financial reasons, because I don't want to be a burden on everybody else. Oh, you got a long... Yeah, I could probably live to be about 85. My grandpa lived to be 97. You know, my grandma lived to be 85. My other grandpa lived to be 85. My other grandma lived to be 85. I mean, I got a long longevity in my... But it's like, what am I going to do for the next 40 years? Listen to podcasts? Like right now, I'm trying to help my kids out because they're not ready to be on their own yet. So I'm trying to help them build a future for themselves because it's extremely hard out here. But at some point, they will be good and they won't need me no more. And that's what I want. I want them to not need me anymore. I want them to be independent. What am I going to do? Just be a hedonist for the rest of my life? I don't really connect with people. I feel like I've done enough. I've suffered enough on this planet, socially, emotionally. Not so much physically. I've kept myself in pretty good physical health. I've had some things go the right. I got some decent physical genes. I have pretty good situational awareness, so you know, if I feel like something's bending the wrong way, I fucking fall right to the ground. I know how to fall right. But my body's getting older, so I can't lift weights like I used to. You know, I used to have something to strive for, like, oh, I can gain muscle. I can do that, but my body is wrecked from this fucking working class bullshit I've done for the last 27 years. My knees are fucking hurting, and it's just like going upstairs, my knee fucking band is all fucked up. Don't know why. Could have been driving that stand-up high-low for like 11 years, 10 years. The constant like stress on it. It's that one fucking knee. My shoulders hurt when I do push-ups. Now I'm trying to get healthy. I'm trying to get, you know, break little habits. I don't smoke weed. I don't drink alcohol. I don't have any like really bad habits. And it just seems like it's for nothing though. Like why am I trying to live longer for? You know, someone like Brian Johnson is like trying to not die. Which is cool. You're rich, man. So you have life on easy at this point. You don't have to worry about money. This guy can spend 4 hours of his morning doing some routine because he doesn't have to have a real job like I do. I'm tired of fighting for resources. I'm tired of grinding for resources. Like I'm tired. Even yesterday, I was headed to work. I'm about halfway to work right now. So I got about a quarter of a way to work yesterday, and I called off because I felt like I do when I drive home. Like, I have no energy. I'm tired. I made videos you've seen. I have no energy. That's how I felt going in, thinking to myself, there's no way I could do a 12-hour shift. Continue this drive there and then drive all the way back the next day, the next morning. So I called off. I just want a normal fucking schedule, man. You know, I get my sleep schedule right. Now it's all fucked up because I'm a night worker now. I want some like stability. I don't feel like I have any stability. I feel like I'm always having to adapt. I'm always having to react, and I'm fucking tired of it, man. Humans aren't supposed to be like this. We're supposed to have some like stability. If I work hard, I should have stability. Which I do, but it's like, how long can this last? One injury, one Achilles tear, and I'm fucking done. I'm cooked. Everything's gone. All my assets are gone. I'm gonna go bankrupt. I won't have a job. What am I gonna do for 9 months? All my fucking assets are gone. I'll have a bunch of medical bills. That's all it takes is one fucking injury. Even if I have health insurance, the same thing, because they only pay for. I can't take on that debt load, man. I can't take on 10 grand before they'll start wanting to pay for anything. Fuck this place, man. This place fucking sucks to live at if you're in my position. You know, I'm hoping like AI will get better so it can take our fucking jobs. I'm hoping for that because I would rather be on your universal base income than keep doing this shit. I would. At least with universal basic income, I can do whatever the fuck I want. I don't have to like wake up at a certain time. Maybe, you know, I'm not saying I won't donate my time, because it would be, you know, if I don't have to worry about resources like fucking doing this, I definitely would like to help the community. I wouldn't just like stay home and fucking completely shelter myself all the time. Like, I would want to give back to the community in some type of way. But I don't want to have to work like this anymore. You know, I'm hoping that AI takes over for a lot of things. You know, AI takes over white-collar jobs, and then it humbles women. That's what I'm hoping, because women are not humbled right now. And they need to be humbled. They think that they're better than they really are. They think their shit don't stink. Not all, but they don't respect us. I already feel like I'm in a prison, man. I feel like, yeah, I can use some of my assets and take a vacation if I want. But as soon as I do that, something major in my car will break, and I would have needed those assets to fix my car. So I just fucked myself. That's how I feel. And I feel like even if I was to get a second job and on top of this job and earn extra money, whatever, it'll just be taken from me from something. My car will break, something will happen, or it just takes it anyway. I'm tired of being resilient. I've been resilient non-stop in my life, and I'm tired of getting back up. I'm tired of putting out content and just or tweeting something hoping it does something for me. No, it does nothing. I'm not going nowhere. I've done what I can do. I feel like I've done everything I can do in this plan. I honestly feel like this, and I've said this before, that there's a ceiling to my life. Maybe it's all pre-planned. There's a ceiling for what I can do in my life. I think that I was supposed to be a drug addict. And I think that I was supposed to be dead by now. And because what it seems like is things do work out, but I always have that stress of like it could all go away anytime. Man, I am grateful that, you know, I lived in my mom's basement for a month and a half, and I was grateful for that. And I was extremely grateful to get the hell out of there. And I'm a very like grateful person to have what I have. You know, I'm glad I'm renting a house. I'm glad that both of my kids live with me. I'm glad they're both healthy. I wish things were different for them, but it's like everything is so uncertain. Everything is changing so quickly. So even if you decide to learn something, spend your time like, okay, what would be a good thing to learn and feel like your job is not going to be replaced? I don't fucking know. I don't know. Even content creators are going to be replaced. Everything's going to get replaced at some point. Wouldn't it suck to have to you go for something you think's going to be there? You go for college, you learn everything, you do all this crap, and you owe all this money, and come to find out that job isn't there because AI took it. I don't even learn that like how college wants me to learn anyway. I want to learn things on my own. Like where I'm working right now, sure I can learn more. Sure I can learn quicker. Do I want to? No, so I'm not really. So I'm just doing it at my pace. Because I don't fucking care. Like where I work right now, every 3 months you can take a test, and if you pass it, you get 50 extra cents an hour. It's like I don't give a fuck about 50 cents, man. Fuck 50 cents. The stuff that I'm supposed to be learning is really complex shit, and 50 cents for that doesn't do it for me. But if I like the grand scheme of things, I'm looking like, wow, okay, yeah, $2 a raise a year, that's not too bad. But to learn the stuff they want me to learn, I don't know, man. Just haven't really been into it. I haven't really cared. Some of it's been because of my environment. I've been trying to get my shit together. You know, like my finances, trying to get my debt down. This last thing I've been worried about that brought me down is thinking about I have a high chance of getting sued by these credit card companies because of my debt consolidation. That weighs in on me. And it's not like I don't want to pay them back. I do. I do want to pay my debt. But it costs a lot of fucking money to live. They charge so much for fucking interest. The reason why I did the debt consolidation anyway is to lower my monthly payments, dude. So I can have a little bit of fucking breathing room. When I'm looking on using Croc, saying, if I lose whatever, they start garnishing my wages. They could be up to 25% of my check. Fucking just tired of losing, man. I work too hard to be losing, like seriously. I work too hard to be losing. I work too, even if people would say, oh, you don't work hard enough on the YouTube. Like, what work do I really got to put on to put a YouTube channel? I just sit here and talk in front of a camera. Like, that's really fucking hard. I got my cell phone sitting up here. Maybe I can get a better stabilized, or I can edit my videos. Yeah, I can edit my fucking, I know how to do all that shit. But why should I? One, I don't edit my videos because this is more authentic. Other than me, just jumping to thing to thing or editing out parts that doesn't need to be in there. This is like having a conversation. Plus it's like, I don't know if I want to edit. Even if I had a bunch of people watching my shit, I don't know if I'd want to edit it. Because I am slightly lazy too. Another thing too is like I have like a creative block. Got a creative block. Not excited about anything anymore. It just feels like life isn't really worth living, man. Well, I just seen a little TikTok. Who knows if it's real or not? But this guy was saying the statistics of male suicide. 50% of the men that commit suicide Is it because they're depressed or they are, I guess it's kind of like a despair, but they just feel like their life isn't worth living anymore. And that's kind of like where I feel. I feel like my life isn't worth living. I feel like I'm washed up. My body can't do what it used to be able to do. I have to eat shit I don't want to eat. So I can't even enjoy food because now I have to start eating like food that's like I don't even like. Like I want to eat fucking food that I like, that tastes good to me. That's like one of the little joys I get in life. Something that actually tastes good to me. But now, if I want to be healthier, I have to eat fucking shittier food. But what do I get out of it? What do I get out of this? Nothing. I just feel like I need to change direction. I've changed direction. I've changed my life. Like this last year of my life, man. Losing my job in January. It honestly felt like life was pushing me out of that job. I don't want to get into the details, but every single day I would go to work, it would just get worse. Every single day. It would not get better, it would just get worse. And we were getting to that point where it's like, okay, the holidays are over. Now we're supposed to have like our down period so we don't have to work as hard. No. We were having to work harder. I wasn't learning anything. I like to learn some new shit. I wasn't going to go up anywhere in that company. I was going to stay where I was at. In fact, I was just going to stay where I was at. Because what was going to happen is AI was taking a bunch of jobs there. And those people that are higher up than me, which I was higher up, but I left and I came back, they would all be above me, so I would still be doing the same job. And if I wanted to learn something else, not even like a manager, just like to be like somebody that runs the window or somebody that audits the picks, I would have to be out of the union. It's like, you can only do this job. I can't do both. I can't be flexible. No, because this is a union job. This isn't like, fuck this union, man. I hated that union. And me, I couldn't find a job in Michigan. I could not find a fucking job. I guess so I found one hired me to drive cars. Like I had to drive 40 minutes to a day and make like $13 an hour to drive brand new cars off their factory line to like some parking spot where they accumulate their cars for $13 an hour when I was making like $21, $22, $23 an hour depending on how hard I worked. Sometimes 25. That's all that was there. And this was the last straw where I was the perfect candidate for this job. Right up my alley. Had plenty of experience in this. Done it plenty of times. It was to work for Domino's, like a little factory making dough or some shit. The phone interview went great, and then they decided to go with somebody else. And now I was like, that was it, man. Then I just started smoking weed, and I'm like, I'm out of this place. I'm leaving Michigan because there's nothing here for me. I come to Missouri. I got a job within 6 hours of being here. I couldn't find a place where I was at. I wanted to find a place, in the same town my mom is at and where my job's at. The only way I would be able to find a place, because of my credit just took a shit, is in the ghetto. So this is why I drive far, because I don't want to live in the fucking ghetto. It shouldn't be like this, man. It should be nice everywhere. If America's so great, we shouldn't have to I need to pay more money or drive farther to live away from. Our cities should be beautiful, man. I don't want to go to our cities. I should want to go to our cities. I'm fucking tired of this place. I'm tired of politicians, left or right. I'm tired of Republicans and Democrats. I'm tired of them both. All they do is make all these promises. That's all they do every fucking time. I'll do this better. I'm going to do this better. They don't do shit. They just make it worse. In fact, I'm almost to the point where we need to overthrow this fucking government, man. Because it doesn't work for us. They make it harder on us. What's going to happen is it's the same shit that's going to happen. Trump is about to get impeached because he's going to lose the midterms. Republicans are going to lose the midterms. And nothing's going to get done, like always. And then we're going to be sitting there in 2028 the Democrats will probably win, honestly, because the reason why Republicans get so much support is because of Trump. And how Trump told people like me to fuck off. So, yeah, you pretty much lost all your the fucking steam of MAGA is fucking Trump. You can blame Trump for that. He's the one that nosedived his fucking shit. But yeah, I'm just fucking tired of everything, man. I'm tired of politics. I'm tired of nothing getting better. I'm tired of money getting devalued. I'm tired of having to worry. Why should I have to think about money so much, man? I shouldn't have to think about it so much. What do I put my money in? What do we put our money in? This. I'm tired of it. I'm exhausted. I don't fucking care. Whatever I put my money in, it should just fucking be safe. No. Even if I keep it in dollars, it should be safe, but no. Everything's fucking risky, man. And I'm tired of it. I'm so fatigued. I should be able to think 20 years ahead. I should be able to think 10 years ahead. I should be able to think 5 years ahead. A year ahead. Fuck, I can't even think 6 months ahead because everything is changing so quickly at the top, but everything stays the same at the bottom. Slightly better, slightly worse. Elon said something on his on Joe Rogan's podcast, which I hear nobody talking about. If you notice, he doesn't have anything to do with the government anymore. You don't hear anything about Doge anymore. How much Doge is saving them because it doesn't fucking matter. He said that he knows some information on people, and if he was about to say it too, and he didn't. If he said, if I say this, I'll be dead. That's what he said. Watch his last podcast with Joe Rogan. I'm almost at work, so there's no fixing this government. It's getting to the point where it needs just to be overthrown. Because these politicians are basically welfare parasites that don't do shit but help out other countries and say fuck you to us. And if you look at our national debt, we're never paying that shit off. Future liabilities, national debt, 37 trillion. It's about to go up to 40 something trillion because of the big beautiful bill. Over 100 trillion in future liabilities. We're not going to tax our way out of this shit. There's no way. We need to come out with a different currency, ditch the fiat currency, and fucking overthrow this corrupt government that doesn't do anything for us anymore. That's what I'm getting to. We just need to overthrow this fucking government, dude.